So I hit 10K a month at 17 years old. I dropped out of high school, and now I'm 18, making multiple 5 figures a month. That is good and exciting, but let me tell you one thing. I am pretty miserable. My life is pretty miserable. I'm not saying that I'm depressed. I'm not saying that I'm suicidal, none of those things. But here's the thing, I just cannot be present. If you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to make money online, you've probably run into one problem. You just cannot be present. Whenever you're hanging out with your friends, family members, or you're just going about your day, everything that you can think about and think of is money. Educating yourself and just becoming better. You cannot be in the present moment and enjoy time, which you know is limited. You know that the time on this planet which you have is finite. Sooner or later you're going to eventually, sadly, pass away. You're not gonna be here anymore, and most likely no one is going to remember you. So you may think to yourself, why should I spend all of this time grinding if I'm still gonna die? Like, what is the matter of money? What is the meaning of money if I'm going to die? I think that money is actually really meaningful. Disregard what I just tried to do there. I tried to put on the hood, but it was really uncomfortable. Basically, I'm having difficulty. I've always had trouble being present. And as of recent, I realized that even when it was my birthday, we were celebrating it. I was at my, how do you say it, godfather? My godparents. At my godparents' house with my parents, and we were celebrating, and everyone was eating. They were all laughing and they were having fun, even though it was my birthday. But guess what? I wasn't having fun. I was thinking to myself, how the fuck do I escape this? Like, how do I come back home? And how do I work on my business? And you can probably see it in my face. This is really uncomfortable for me to talk about because I'm basically like, I'm wide open right now. You can probably relate to this. All that you can think about is money and all of that shit. And it's difficult for you to be in the present moment. You're always trying to be as productive as humanly possible. At least that's what's happening to me. Whenever I don't feel productive, meaning I'm not working out, or I'm not working on my business, or I'm not talking to someone, or I'm not reading a book, I feel like shit. So I'm constantly always in this cycle of trying to make money, trying to read, trying to something, just this productivity cycle. And I realized, man, let me think how to put this into fucking words. I know that it's easy for me to say because I've done it, you could say. I have made the money. I hit 10K a month at 17. I dropped out of high school. I'm making multiple 5 figures a month now. Like, I have so much fucking money at such a young age. And yeah, of course, it's easy for me to say it now, but if there's one thing that I could suggest you do, it is to try and be present. Recently, I've been trying to be present, and it's working pretty fine. I've been spending more time with my mom. Whenever my friends DM me or whatever, I try not to leave them on scene. I try to respond to them, make them feel heard, instead of being a dighead, absolute asshole who all he does is care about money. It's really uncomfortable for me to talk about this. You can clearly see it, and fuck. Right now, I'll be honest, I'm thinking of ending this video and reshooting it and making a more censored version of it, if that makes sense. But no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be as authentic as humanly possible, because that's what the main concept of this channel is, to be as authentic as possible. And it's difficult, it's uncomfortable. Maybe this is gonna get used against me, but I'm pushing forward. And yeah, back to my point. I'm practicing being more present. Has my business suffered? No. Funny enough, I'm making more money. And it's because I stopped chasing the feeling of productivity, if that makes sense. But like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I always, by the way, if you see me doing something with my jacket, like I'm trying to hide my chin because it's really uncomfortable. When I'm resting, it looks like I have a double chin, but I'm actually shredded, like I'm not fat. But it's making me look fat, that's why I'm hiding my fucking chin. But yeah, back to my point. I'm sorry for jumping from thought to thought. If you don't like the way I speak, please click off. No one is holding you hostage. I've been practicing being present, and it's difficult. I'm still thinking about my business, but I realized one thing, and it really fucking hurt me. One day, and you've heard this before, I have heard this before, but it suddenly hit me. One day, the people that are around you, they're not gonna be around anymore. My mom, my brother, my dad, all of the people who I love. And I've ignored for 15 months now, basically. Not ignored, but I wasn't present with them. You know? Fuck, this is so difficult, man. I apologize. Again, I'm not holding you hostage. The concept of my videos are, it's like a journal for myself, so that's that. But if you want to see the mind thinking and the inside of my head as an entrepreneur who's really young, I'm just 18 and I'm pretty successful, this is how it looks. And I believe that pretty much everyone can relate to me. Everyone has difficulty being present. And maybe you think that it's nothing bad to not be present. And it isn't bad, but at least try your best. At least make the few people feel heard. I remember when it was pretty much the last time when I went out with someone out into the city. It was my best friend, and real life best friend. And we were just talking, and he was talking to me. But I was inside of my phone, chatting with my clients. And thinking back, I feel like shit. Like, how must he feel? I mean, he understands me. He's an entrepreneur himself. But how the fuck must he have felt? Imagine spending 7 hours with someone who is not even truly present. Their body is there, but their mind, heart, and soul isn't. I was more focused on my business. So, yeah, I hope this is making sense to you, and I hope I'm inspiring some thoughts. I hope I'm making you think, and I hope you're gonna take some sort of action, because again, it's easy for me to say since I have the money now. But truly, if there is one thing that I would change from like the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey, is that I would be more present. Thinking back, I have spent so many hours around the people I love, but I truly wasn't there. And I can only imagine how the people around me felt. Now they feel good because they can see that I'm trying to improve. And the people got used to me being not fully present. But that's not normal. Like, fuck. I don't mean to sound like a pussy, alright? I'm not a person who is a snowflake. But this truly touched my heart. Try to be present. That's the only thing that I can fucking say. Christmas is coming up. It is December 18th, I believe, today. No, 17th. No, 18th. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not fucking sure. 17th, I believe. I'm gonna try my best to be present. It's gonna be really difficult. I'm gonna sit at the Christmas Eve, table, and I'm gonna be thinking to myself, fuck, I could be reading a book right now. But I'll do my fucking best to be present. It's gonna be really difficult. And let's do this, man. I challenge you, because I suppose you struggle with being present as well. Whenever you're around people, and look, if you're around people who you generally don't give a fuck about, and you're not present, cool, I respect that. That's even better. Like, if I'm around some absolute bitch who's saying that, oh, money that doesn't matter, I will go working 9 to 5, whatever. If you're around someone like that, don't be present, dude. Fucking disconnect yourself and be inside your own world. But if you're around people who you care about and you love, please be present. Try to be present. I'm challenging you. Try to be as present as you possibly can. I know that it's difficult, but try your best. And people are gonna see that, because if you're anything like me and you recently disconnected from the people you love, they will feel it. Like, I have recently started spending more time, and not just more time, but more quality time with my mom, and she has felt it. I can feel it in the room, like in the fucking vibrations, in the chemicals. You can feel it. She can feel it. Like, clearly the mood is way up, the vibes are up. And that's the thing that I love. Matter of fact, look, I don't know you personally. Go give your mom a hug. Think about it. When was the last time that you hugged your mom? I will be, again, fully transparent with you. Authentic. That is that is the thing that I'm trying to do. Be as authentic as humanly possible. Yeah. It's really uncomfortable, but I'll be honest. The last time that I hugged my mom, apart from recently, it was years before. Like, just come up to her and hug. That's what I mean. Of course, you hug her when you, I don't know, go on vacation or whatever. But when was the last time that you hugged her randomly, like out of fucking nowhere? It was probably really long ago. So go give her a hug. Surprise her, because she misses your love. Or, again, maybe you don't have a mom. I'm really sorry if you don't, or whatever. The people who you live with, go give them a hug. Go talk to them randomly. They will fucking love it. This is the most difficult video I have ever filmed. Fuck. Growing up, I really loved my mom, and I still love her, but how do I say this? Like, I showed my love. Does that make sense? Like, I would always hug her, I would always talk to her, all of those things. And ever since I started going to school, the relationship between us got a little distant. And I can only imagine how heartbreaking that was for her. but I'm trying my best to redeem myself. And I know that she sees it and she values it, and I'm gonna redeem it. Big things are coming up for me. This video is coming to an end. You can click off if you want to. I'm just closing off the chapter of the book, of today's journal. Big things are coming up for me. I'm gonna keep you in the loop. Holy shit. And speaking about money, I just talked to one of my clients. I'm really sorry for the siren. Oh, they're coming. Fuck. I let the ambulance pass. 1 second. I apologize. Yeah, so I was talking to one of my clients, Evan Merger. Maybe you know him. And I realized one thing. My whole life, I've been broke, right? I didn't have money. And now I finally have money. And I bought everyone for Christmas is coming up. I finally was able to buy everyone gifts for the first time in my life. Can you fucking imagine how good that feels? I feel like the man. And I'm so proud of myself. The money, the grind was worth it. Let me tell you, if you're on the grind right now, it is so fucking worth it. Do not give up. Just keep on going. You will be so happy. Like, I pushed through. There were such hard days, such difficult days, but I pushed through, and now I'm here. I'm gonna be able to buy everyone. I already bought everyone Christmas gifts, and they are gonna be so fucking happy, dude. I am so excited. But yeah, big things are coming up. And let me recap this video for you. I'm sorry for jumping from thought to thought. That's how my brain just works. The summary of the video. Grinding for money is good. Don't let anyone tell you different. Money is important. You need money. And money does buy happiness. But along your journey, on your way to becoming wealthy and rich, try to be present around the people who you love. Again, if I were to be able to go back in time and talk to my past self and give him one piece of advice, it would probably be to be more present around the people who I love. If you are around people who you hate and just cannot fucking stand, don't be present. Cut yourself out of there. Don't ruin your mood, your energy, no nothing. You don't need to waste all of that. But if you're around people who you love, your parents, your friends, your family members, be present. Make them feel heard and love them, because they're not gonna be around for eternity. It would be nice, but they're gonna be gone one day. And it's sad, but it's true. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope I made you think. I hope this video didn't make you hate me. But again, I'm being as authentic as humanly possible. I apologize. I appreciate you. That's what I meant to say. And yeah, have a blessed day.